Welcome to Spacecraft Guide, the channel that describes how the most complex and historic spacecraft work. In this issue of Spacecraft Guide, we are going to continue our work in the Lunar Lander on panel 12, which is the communication panel, on the VOX Sensor Thumbwheel. And also what we're going to do, we're going to go a little bit further and try a new link here into General to help me describe this switch. So when you click on the switch, it takes you to the Voice Operated Exchange or VOX Sensor Thumbwheel. Now this permits continuous adjustment of the Voice Operated Exchange VOX sensitivity circuit threshold. Now the threshold means how much of the you have to speak in order for the system to pick up your voice. And we're going to look at a different way to do that. We're going to click on General, and when we click on it, it takes us to the General section for the audio sensors. As you can see, there's two identical audio sensors, and they are controlled from the audio portions of panel 8 and 12. We're dealing with 12 here. Each audio contains a microphone, amplifier, VOX circuits, diodes, volume control circuits, and isolation pads. But here is the important sentence. The VOX circuit controls the microphone amplifier by activating it only when required for voice transmission. So that means when you speak, voice transmission, that's when it's going to pick you up. So if we look here on the schematic, we have the VOX mode switch and the VOX sensitivity thumbwheel. As we go up, we increase that. And when we increase that, it means we increase the sensitivity, means the less loud you have to talk. Now this is really good for when there's a lot of noise in the background. It will cut that out. So as we raise it, it gets it more sensitive. The VOX sensor controls understands that and then puts that signal into the VOX circuit, which goes into the transistor switch and also the mic and DSEA VOX key, which goes to the microphone amplifier and then also in the tape recorder. So increasing the sensitivity makes sure that the voice of the astronauts would be on the tape. But if we follow the sensitivity up here, we can see it goes into VHF alpha for the VOX key and also VHF Bravo for the VOX key and also for the S band. So that increases the sensitivity for all of those radio bands which go out to the transmission. So it's a pretty important switch. The main key on that is to make sure that it's recording the astronaut's voice, but it makes sure that it cuts out any background noise too. That's all for this week. If you would like to use this interactive virtual reality exhibit on the command module, the lunar module, and the surface of the moon, just go to our Patreon page and the link will be down below.